the consensus that the best wide receiver in football is number 80, Jerry Rice. Some wide receivers can catch it deep, some can catch it short, some can catch intermediate routes, some guys are possession receivers, but Jerry Rice can...
Welcome to Love Black Culture, and this week in Black History, one of the greatest athletes in the entire world entered the NFL Hall of Fame, and to this day is considered one of the greatest of all time, and maybe the greatest of all time at his position. Before we get started, we want to thank you for watching. If you love Black culture, remember to subscribe and like the video. Our goal is to educate and celebrate the culture, and we can only do this with your support. If you want to join the Black Culture family, please check out our Patreon page for more information. On August 7th, 2012, wide receiver Jerry Rice entered the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Rice is considered by all football fans and experts to be the best wide receiver to ever live, and is still considered by many to be the best football player of all time. The sheer dominance of Jerry Rice amazes. During his Hall of Fame induction speech, Ed Bartolo Jr. stated, "You can go through the ranks of different positions. There is not anybody that is anywhere near Jerry Rice in ability and what he's done on the football field. There is no question that Jerry Rice is the greatest athlete and greatest football player that has ever put on a uniform." Powerful statements like these are easily backed up by the play of Rice and his stats. Jerry Rice has amassed 1,549 receptions, an NFL record, 22,895 receiving yards, another NFL record, 14.8 yards per reception, the most of all time, 197 receiving touchdowns, another NFL record, and some of these records will never be broken. When it comes to accolades, it is impossible to list all of them, but some of the most notable are being a 13-time Pro Bowler, a 12-time All-Pro, 3-time Super Bowl champion, a Super Bowl MVP, a 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, a 6-time NFL receiving leader, 2-time NFL receptions leader, and 6-time NFL touchdowns leader. An amazing list of accomplishments for an amazing competitor. Rice was a key part of one of the best teams ever, as well as he was the main threat on the San Francisco 49ers of the late 80s and early 90s. Many athletes look up to Rice today. Current NFL superstars at the wide receiver position, like Odell Beckham, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones, and more, all look up to Rice as he revolutionized the position into what it looks like today. It is important to remember that Rice dominated the field in a day where running backs were often the main way of attack. Rice was truly a player that was ahead of his time. To recap, this week in history, Jerry Rice was inducted into the Hall of Fame, putting a fitting cap on one of the greatest careers the NFL has ever seen. If you'd like to learn more about Jerry Rice, please check out the description below. Thanks for watching. If you learned something in this video, please remember to like the video. Also, please subscribe to the channel for more great videos. Your support is the only way we can continue to educate and celebrate the culture. If you'd like to help us out, please join our Patreon page and become part of the Black Culture family. Thanks, and talk to you next time.